Hi, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories from Margate. And what do we have today? Well, we have a Retrax Pro MX on a Toyota. But before we get started, that is our telephone number. If you have questions, give us a call. Oh, by the way, this product, we'll have a link at the bottom of the YouTube video. If you're interested in pricing, you can click on the link. It'll show you everything you need to know. That being said, John, our general manager, is behind the camera today. And John, let's take a good look at how sharp this Toyota Tundra looks. Now, before I go into opening it, you see how it looks. Now, again, this is the Retrax Pro MX. And the MX basically refers to the rails being a flat rail. Now, the Pro refers to it being all metal. There's a Retrax 1, which is a polycarbonate, and then there's a Retrax Pro, which is what this is, which means this is all metal. Now, the metal is really quite nice because it holds 500 pounds. Now, that is evenly distributed. It is a powder-coated finish, so it's going to hold up really well with a lifetime warranty from Retrax. Now, what I do like about the Pro, it's a two-piece metal setup. It has a flat piece and then kind of like a curve underneath there. Having that dual piece with a little space in there does keep the temperature in the bed more moderate. Having one-piece metals had a tendency the heat goes right into the bed, and that's not as good as having a dual piece of metal. Plus, it adds more strength to it. Now, again, this is a great-looking cover. You can see it's nice and flush looking. Let's go ahead in here and show you the lock. Now, the lock does have a nice little cover around here. And the reason the cover's there, as you know, up north, Florida, it doesn't get really cold, but up north, if water gets into the lock, it could freeze it. So this basically protects the lock from Mother Nature. So let's go in here and open this up. Oh, let me grab the key. I did unlock it, but this has got a timer on here. It's funny, I had this in my hands just in case it did that. So now, one thing you'll notice when I open the cover, that there's a cover inside the bed. This customer did get the Toyota folding cover with this, and after a short time, he really didn't like it very much. So he basically had us take it off, and it's in the bed, and he'll sell it or whatever. The Retrax is going to be a lot more heavy duty. Now, if you look here, there is room underneath the canister, no problem whatsoever. So as you can see, things slide in there. Now, we do put the drainage system to the sides here, and that's really good. Now, one thing I like about this cover is you can lock it anywhere along the track. Now, this is also a dual lock system. What does that mean? Let's see if I can show you here. There's a lock here. John, come over with the camera, you'll see what I'm referring to. Now, as you can see, when I close this down, there's a lock here, and there's a lock on the other side. Now, the Retrax Pro gets two of these. The Retrax 1 just the driver's side. So, now, one thing you need to know is, with the locks here, basically it's designed to hold the weight of the cover. It's not really designed to hold much more weight than that. I've seen people come up and they start grabbing, they're doing this to it, and it does move because it's not designed for you and your 150-pound strength, moving back and forth. They're just designed to hold that cover. Now, when it's locked behind here, it's got little stoppers here. The stoppers are actually what's going to keep it from going back in place. So keep that in mind. So if you grab this thing, it will move, so keep that in mind. Now, as weather goes, this one is going to be one of the better ones for weather, and I'll tell you why. Let's go ahead and close this so you can see. Now, if you look here, there's a seal right along here, and this does go over the tailgate quite a bit, and that seal does a very nice job keeping Mother Nature out. Now, if you look on the side here, you can see the rail here. The rail does come out quite a bit, and that helps seal up the side. So water's not getting in through the side, and if you look here, it does seal up very nice here. Now, there's actually a little channel, so if any water gets in here, it'll go along this channel, brings it all the way up here, and then drains it out through the drainage system. Now, this cover does seal up the canister, so when it's closed, the canister is sealed, so a very small amount of water could possibly get in there, and if it does drain it out. So as water goes, as you know, no cover is waterproof. A lot of people think they are. They think I'm buying a submarine. No, even your cabin, if you go into the water gets in there, so keep that in mind. But they're pretty water resistant, so this one's going to be one of the better, if not the best, when it comes to a rolling cover. The best ones are basically the one piece that go over the edge, but as rolling covers, this is one that the top three actually might be the best one. It's very good with water. So now, as you can see, this has got a nice tight fit here. Looks good, fits good. You got the great warranty on this. Now, we can install this for you. or we can ship it anywhere in the country. If you don't live here in Florida, that is not an issue. We can ship it anywhere in the continental USA. We also ship to Hawaii and Puerto Rico. And what was the other one you said?
U.S. Virgin Islands.
U.S. Virgin Islands as well. That's right. I haven't sent anything to them yet. Be the first for that, by the way. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is the Retrax Pro MX on a new Toyota Tundra, the new body style. And before I go, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with all this great new product. Thank you.